Into allegations of abuse within Oklahoma's child welfare system. A cracked skull, a fractured leg, and split lips are just a few of the abuses described in two new reports filed in the federal lawsuit against Oklahoma's Department of Human Services. In this developing story, News 9's Ashley Sims tells one child's horrific tale.
And then when you go to the 9 kids, the stories are shocking.
RJ has one of those shocking stories. He's one of the children named in the federal lawsuit against Oklahoma's DHS. The lawyers representing him hired 2 social work experts to review his case files and the files of the 8 other children. According to their report, RJ spent more than 2,000 days in the state's care, but DHS never really cared for him. He entered the system when he was just 3 years old after accusations surfaced that his stepfather sexually abused him and his sisters. According to his case file, his mother had full knowledge of the sexual abuse. RJ was placed in 7 different foster homes and shelters in less than 2 years, with few contacts with his DHS caseworker. Then the report says he was returned to the mother who had failed to protect him and his siblings. 2 years later, RJ was back in state custody after more accusations of sexual abuse by his mother's new husband. The report states RJ bounced around overcrowded shelters and was even placed in a foster home that was on probation after 4 different accusations of mistreatment. It goes on to say RJ suffered more physical abuse and neglect by another set of foster parents. The report says RJ told investigators he was regularly beat with a switch by his foster mother, and his foster father hit him with whatever he had in his hand. According to RJ's case files, the foster mother told the caseworker, "If you don't beat them down, they will run all over you." The boy was in that home for 8 months before he was moved. The report concludes the system failed RJ and the other 9 plaintiffs, and those failures were system-wide and preventable.
It's an inescapable conclusion that not only the 9 kids are being harmed, but all of the kids in the system are subject to the same risk of harm as our 9 kids.
Ashley Sims, News 9.
And News 9 called the attorney for DHS for comment on tonight's story. We're still waiting to hear back.